Hey! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing this evening? I hope you guys have had a great day. Stay positive. Everything is going good in the universe. What do you want, little kitty? You guys ready to start this problem? Let's go ahead and get this thing fired up, y'all. Let me reset. We'll be on it. A little hiccup there. But we are back and ready to party.
I don't come with safety. The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, trying to leave with brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit. You think I'm playing? Trouble hop out busting at it, brother. Miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here, and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. My little bro, he makes it vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper but they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We know to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the midst of shit that we ain't do. We spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide. Then she trying to set the pick. But the hoes been tripping. Texting my bitch on that mess shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out, yeah, that's that mess shit. Bought another Glock, let's catch an op so I can test the bitch.
What? Bought another Glock, let's catch an op so I can test this bitch. How you guys doing? Beautiful, beautiful day here in Indy, boy. Boy, it's beautiful. I hope it's just as beautiful it is today as it is tomorrow for all of you, no matter where you are in the world. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. How is everybody in this chat room right now? How is the chat box doing, y'all? Tell me how y'all are doing. What's up, Hank? Grandmama's babies. What's up? Miss January. Hello there. Leesky. It's Friday, y'all. Thank God it's Friday. Hello, Leesky. Hi, Hummingbird. How are you? Good to see you as always. What's up, Bobby? Hello there, Bobby. Allie in the daylight, you already know. Giddy, giddy, giddy! Here he comes. I heard him. I heard his bell. Giddy, 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 giddy! The milk, giddy! Allie, how are you? Or my homegirl, Rinsky. What's up, Rinsky? How are you, Rinsky? Good to see you, little mama. One Earth Angel. Hello. Let me disconnect my phone from the my laptop. Hello there. Hi, Amy. What's up, Amy? Mary Hewitt said happy Friday. AD mods in chat. Kitty, this little fat ass is sitting out in front of the fan with his whole body open. Boy, you ain't got the air out. He got his whole body laid back like this. Got the fan blowing on his no nuts. Mary, quite contrary. What's up? What's up? What's up? Kimberly Ray. What's up, Kimberly Ray? Much love to you, beautiful ass. What's up, Callie? Hello there, Callie Cat. What's up, Angela? How are you? On the road with Nana and Papa? What's up with you, girl? Tell Papa I say hello. Legends in the chat. That's a fact. That chat box is legendary. How you guys doing, man? I hope y'all had a good day. Oh, my day's been all right. It's been one, you know. It's been one. Got out. I had to go to the grocery store today, do some other things, go to the barber shop, you know, taken care of, things like that. What's up, Sassy Smurf, my chickie L Cat? What up, L Cat? L Keezy. L Keezy. Kimmy Q. What up, Kimmy? What up, Kimmy? Hello, brownies. Nice to see you. Ready for the party? We're going to pick up right where we left off last night. Right where we left off. Valerie, how are you, Valerie? Good to see y'all, man. I rolled up two for tonight. We're going to have fun tonight, y'all. We're going to have some fun with this shit. It's cold where I am. I want some sun. Can you send me some? Wish I could, Rand. I would. I would send you a whole bag of sunshine. A whole bag of sunshine. What's up, Arista? You have two fur babies? Okay. Okay. I got kitty cats too. Kitty. I can hear his bell running around. He's off running around now. He moved from his little spot. He's all over us. I got a new fan. I got like one of them tower fans. Not like a traditional circle fan. It's like a tower fan, I guess. He's been all over that thing. He just does not know what it's for. That's good, Ransky. I miss you too, man. 81 in my part of Ohio. At least it's not raining today. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. I'm doing real good. He's airing his nut sacks out. He ain't got no nuts though. Arista, happy Friday. I go to the doctor Monday? I go on Monday. Good evening, Chantel. Geraldine. That was my grandmother's name. It was nice today. It's beautiful today, man. It was like 82, I think. Well, it's like 81 now. Chrissy with a K, what up? Oh, okay, you're talking on the road. Okay. Leesky, Papa Bear was able to come home. They did a heart ablation. Ooh, in two places. Good to hear he's home, man. Good to hear. Good to hear. 80s there? Nice, nice. All right, man. Y'all ready to get into this? If y'all are, I am. What's up, Tara Rogers? Good to see you. If y'all are, I am. I'm gonna blaze up. Y'all know me. I'm gonna blaze up. Ohio's beautiful today. Right on, Hellcat. I'm like right next to Ohio. Ohio is for lovers. Cause my heart is in Ohio. Cut my wrist and black my eyes. Cause I can't fall asleep tonight. Cause I can't fall asleep tonight. Cut my wrist and black my eyes. You gonna blaze up too, Robin? Let's do it. Let's do it, man. I gotta wait till about the 12-minute mark. Or, they'd be like, report AD. The haters would get on that train. Report AD. Report his ass. Get his ass, man. Get AD. Get him. Report him. What's up, Stace? Catch that replay. Puff, puff, pass. Ooh, ooh. What'd I do with my lighter, though? Did I even get it? I didn't get it, man. Because my heart is in Ohio. I did get it. Where is it, Kitty? Where's my lighter, Kitty? What you do with my lighter, Kitty? Where is my lighter at, Kitty? My kitty lost the lighter. My kitty lost the lighter. My kitty lost the lighter. My kitty lost my lighter. That's all right. We got another one, chat. I got another one. Karma did take my lighter. I don't know where he always touched something up here that if he can move it, he'll move it. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's a lighter, a vape, if it will move, he will put it somewhere else. I wonder if he's tore these up yet. Let's see real quick. Let's see real quick, Kitty. Did you tear these up? Nope, he ain't teared him up yet. They're still working, little kitty. You didn't have no weed. You done some? You want smoke? You don't smoke, kitty. You don't smoke. There they go. 3 in Ohio. Yup, 3 in Ohio. Y'all ready to party? Let's go.
You document it in video.
I will say this. It does look and come off to me. What's up, Hope? It does look and come off to me rather weird that Eric took only the answers that he wanted to answer. Like, I really think Eric should go on a platform and answer some questions to the people. And I'm not even saying my platform. I don't even fucking give a fuck because I'm going to react to it anyway. I don't give a fuck what platform he goes on. But somewhere where it's a little bit, you know, in less of his favor, I might say.
Practically every step of the way. Thank God I have been doing dad talk for the last 7 years. Once I did that first trip and started
Brooks and Gardens. Thank you. You gonna help me meet that goal tonight. I appreciate you, baby. We ain't been having goals lately, man. I just been leaving it up to y'all. If y'all want to sub or y'all want to support the channel, I greatly appreciate it so much. I appreciate y'all supporting AD. Much love to y'all.
Right now, 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 right now.
Chris said, I don't think Eric's fully out of the woods yet. I don't think any of us are when it comes to shit like that. Hi, Jennifer. I really don't think any of us are. Like, there's some things that if Eric brung up or said that he could probably wind up in jail his damn self, you know? That's why you see him being very particular, I think. You already know it, Earth. Don't even trip. Hell yeah. Eric needs to go where the 3 are. He has more mental issues than they do. Really? Really?
in like, this is not what I thought it was going to be.
Thank you,
I knew
Brooks.
if I don't
Love,
document it and
darling.
something goes crazy, it's going to be my
Yes,
word
stay
versus
on her
theirs,
neck.
even though I could be the same.
I think there's a gag order as far as it goes to saying their names and shit. That's why you don't hear him saying their names. I think there's a gag order on the 3. That's why you don't hear him saying their names and shit. But you got Patrick over here. Come to my YouTube page, guys. Tries to use Susan Says So as somebody to promote him. Are you fucking serious? Then I go to his YouTube page, and the second video, he's got Timmy up there. It's like, bro, you got nothing else? You really don't have anything else that you could talk to the people about? Nothing. He has some kind of a weird fetish. He said he can't say names, but I've heard him say Larry, Timmy, and Patrick. I didn't see him say Timmy, but I've heard him say Larry and Patrick. I think he can't say anything about the 3. I'm not sure. Don't quote me because everything that's been said and done has been fucking bullshit anyway. So don't quote me.
Same exact guy and did the same exact things. Had I not videoed and documented and have all the stuff I have now, look at what all has been thrown at me. They didn't believe me that I had the Airbnb. They thought that I had the money, ran off to Georgia. I've been accused of all kinds of things. And it would just be me here saying all the same things, but I didn't have it documented. But I had it documented. And that's why I'm okay talking about it, because I know I got to prove it. It's on public video. I'm still sitting here talking to you guys. The sad thing is, until I did that a couple of weeks ago, nobody knew this. Nobody knew any of it. And there's still lots.
There's still lots. Then why aren't you getting to it? Like, are you milking it
and
too,
about,
bud?
you don't
like,
owe an
that's
apology
what I'm
or
wondering.
explanations of
Here's
your
the
actions.
problem with this.
I know
Eric's sitting here saying, oh, there's still lots to talk. Like, then get to it. What are we doing? Then you're guilty of trying to milk it for longer. You're trying to milk it for views. Buddy, the views have gone down in the Whitaker situation, buddy. It's not what it used to be. Things are over with. Susan says so. Thinks Patrick is her boy toy.
Well, I don't. The one apology that I put out the other day, though, that was something I wanted to think about because I was so caught up in the trauma and pain of what had happened to me. I didn't think about, like, there was, I don't know how many people, could be hundreds, could be thousands, that donated not only this time that I don't know about, or in that previous one where money went missing. And those are people that gave their hard-earned money in an economy that it is not easy to get money right now because they wanted to help this family and it was squandered. And I was so caught up in my own, like, there's a reason a lot of people
I do too, Angela.
are passionate about this. And like I said, I hope every single one of you have reported that.
People can report all they want, bro, but once you give your money to YouTube for a donation, it's over. It's over. It's once we see that you've given a donation to us, whether you charge it back or not, we get that money. No matter what. You could drop a $200 cash app or super chat right now, charge that $200 back tomorrow, and I'm still going to get that $200 at the end of the next month. It's just the way the system works, man. And I know not a lot of content creators are going to tell you this. They're not. Because they probably don't even know.
I'm not trying to give an explanation of my actions. When people's lives are judged off of this information, their lives can be completely altered based off of series of events and a story, and there was fraud that took place. The one thing that should be like the most important is making sure we know what the whole story was, what the roles were, who said what, and be able to back it up. And until...
And then you got Patrick releasing fucking messages from him and Eric. That shit didn't say nothing in it. Nothing. Like, what were you trying to bust out, Patrick? It looks like you're scraping the bottom now, bud. He gonna give it to somebody else to release. Like, what? There's nothing in those messages. If you can find something in those messages that is wrong in that, then you've got serious problems, my friends. What's wrong is that both of these men were trying to make money off the Whitakers. Both of them were. Both of them. Neither one of them cared that much. I really, really, truly believe that. None of them. None of that shit.
You know, when I first started talking again, I had not said that, guys, anywhere.
No, the damn thing in
I
them.
was just tired of it,
bro. It's just like,
been able to say,
bro, for all the people that jumped on Patrick's bandwagon like y'all did, y'all fucking look stupid. You do. As this goes further and further and further and things start opening up and you can see things for what they are and watch things, y'all look stupid for taking any side. You do. And I'm not just saying it about Patrick either. I'm saying it about both these people. Taking sides is very childish to begin with. That's like something you do in fourth grade. You know, when the teacher splits the classroom. Okay, this side of the classroom against this side of the class. Yeah. Yeah. It's very fourth grade, man. It's weird. Is Moose okay? I guess. I don't know what's up with Moose.
From the beginning. I really wish I knew then what I know now.
Because they both guilty at the end of the day. It's just guilty of what? It's like guilty of what, though? Of moral crimes? Yeah. Shit that we know is different, you know, is wrong by our morals, by our standards, by who we are. Yeah, it's wrong. They were both guilty in committing bullshit. They both thought they hadn't hit a meal ticket with them Whitakers, man. Straight up. Both of them dudes thought they hit. Patrick thought he hit a meal ticket with the Whitakers, and Patrick thought he hit a meal ticket with the Whitakers by filming, and then Eric thought he hit a meal ticket by going and fucking talking about it all. That's Eric's whole deal was in those messages. I just want to come interview you, bro. There was no talks of anything else but just an interview. Wow, you sure post like what? Moose's mouth was bleeding. He's a dog. I just think taking the whole side thing was stupid, man. It really did expose a lot of you guys that did that shit. It did.
Entertainment, it's not about anything but making sure that justice is done. People need to know. And justice for every one of you guys out there, too, that ever contributed. Because you were a part of this project and you trusted us.
It keeps
and
calling it a
lightly.
project, bro. Why are you so easy with calling these people's lives a project? That doesn't say enough to you. I don't know what will. What's up, Hank? Like what? What's up, Hillbilly? Todd, he looks stupid today. I'm gonna check him out. I seen you posted some. Dogs' mouths bleed all the time. Well, not all the time, but it's known to happen. A fucking bone could make your dog's mouth bleed. I'm not saying nothing, man, because I'm a content creator myself. And I'm not coming up here to say Patrick's up here scamming now because I don't know what Patrick's doing. I don't give a fuck. Like, if people want to believe that idiot, go ahead and believe him, man. That's your right. But I bet you me and this channel will outlast any relationship you and somebody in Patrick has. You'll be coming back going, "You're right, AD."
I have tried to communicate with people as good as I could. I sent out refunds. And it sucks because even then I couldn't say nothing to people that supported. Go find out if anybody else has sent any refunds.
I guarantee you haven't.
Steven.
Show me one place where you sent a refund. Tell me where you sent. Show me. It's easy to show, bro. Because I'm going to tell you this. A super chat cannot be refunded, guys. I can't reach up and hit a button and say, no, give that person their money back. What are you talking about? A donation that you donate to this, unless you hit his Venmo or his super chat or his Cash App, then that's called frauding right there. Because you should be taking all your money right here. But you know, I don't know what these creators try to make you guys believe, but a lot of it's bullshit, guys. I don't understand why people that are content creators openly say stuff to people as if they don't have content creators in their chat that can understand what they're saying. Like, you can't refund a super chat. I cannot refund your super chat. Have a good one, Laura. I can't refund it, guys. Even if you asked me to, I couldn't do it. I would have to tell you to do a chargeback on Google. And even though you do a chargeback, I will still get the money you donated. I swear to you. It's just something that Google will fix with you. I don't know what that could be, but I don't know. I don't know, man. So I would like to see some charge. I would like to see your refunds that you speak about. I really, you know what?
And I'm not, the anger not going out towards you, and if it's coming
Because
off
she
as anger,
doesn't
guys,
know
it's
anything
just
about law, hillbilly. She
before I
don't know
started
anything
this, it
about
wasn't
the
there.
civil
It
or
gets
the
me
criminal
frustrated.
system. She's an
Julia
idiot. I
Ferraro,
called this.
what legal actions can you guys take next to help this family? I have watched and minded my own, no sides when it comes to helping someone. I have taken in my home 23 young adults in my home, and I help to try to guide them. Right now,
That's
I have
scary,
a
bro.
recovering addict and a struggling alcoholic in my home.
That is scary, bro. Because it is like a Jim Jones thing almost. Ron Hubbard too. Yeah, they believe that idiot, dumbass, crazy motherfucker too. I guess all I can do is preach against it, is speak against that, try to open people's minds further. That's all I can do, guys. Tell you when there's bullshit. Tell you when there's bullshit in the water.
I left my home to live 2 hours away to care for my mother. Life gives us challenges, and you gentlemen, I praise you for giving more than just you soul. We, the caretakers, only know how to do good for others. Respect and
Ron
pat
Hubbard's
yourself
the
on the
guy
back.
that is the Scientology book writer and shit. L. Ron Hubbard. He's the dude that wrote all the fucking dialects or whatever it's called for Scientology.
For the good you have accomplished. And you know what? Just reading that message, that one, we, the caretakers, only know how to take good for others. Julia, that resonates because I don't think about it. There's no motives behind it when I see someone that needs help. There's
He's
a
right
person
about
there
that.
that needs help. Help them. Dang it.
I definitely agree to that. I'm the same way, dude. I am the same exact way. I don't give a fuck what it is. When I see somebody in distress, I'm all over it. It's something inside of me, dude. It's something inside of me, man. I remember this time something that just come to my mind that I'm speaking about, right? Me and my old lady were heading to my mother's house, and she lived on the west side. And we always come from the southeast side. So we're going down Southeastern Ave. It's a big street. And I hadn't seen my it's weird how I haven't seen my buddy in a while. But this car spun out and flipped, yo, and started rolling, boom, 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 down the street. Like rolling, dude. The most I've ever seen a car roll in my life. It was just rolling. I was like, holy shit. Dude, we whipped up in front of that. My old lady was driving. I jumped out the passenger seat and I jumped up on the side of the car. It was sitting sideways like this. It was sitting sideways. And I started trying to yank open the fucking door. Finally, I got the door open. So I'm pulling people out of the fucking car because they're sitting sideways, coming out the side of the top of the fucking car. And one of my homies ended up pulling up to that crash, bro. He was like, whoa, hey, what's up, man? I'm like, I ain't seen you in a while, bro. Great. Not good to meet like this, but he was like, dude, you were on it, man. Bro, anytime I see a woman getting harmed by another man or something, I'm all over it. I cannot help it.
Help them. I don't know when the world got this way to where people can't believe. And I don't know. I guess if other people have been through stuff like this, understand why you mistrust people's actions. But
yeah, I'm just always a
just
helper,
help
bro.
people.
It's just who we are.
And sorry, guys, my
I get it.
screen's here and my camera's here.
I get that from him.
What legal actions can you take next to help this family?
Leave these people alone legally,
I
man.
don't know. I mean, in order to be able to help,
Whatever do you want to do to them?
anything, you really need to know
What else
details,
do you want to
guys.
do to
In many
Whitakers, bro?
ways, I
You
know
that. You guys
as
don't
many
know me.
details as the next person. I knew
Here this person is that don't know jick jack from squat and is now asking Eric, what else legally can we do to help him? Nothing. There's nothing needs to be done to this family, man. Absolutely nothing. Insanity, bro. Both of them men knew they stood a great deal to make a lot of money off this family. Both of them did. They both did. And even if Eric didn't get a part of it, he still thought about making money off interviewing Patrick. He really did. And a lot of the thing that Eric's doing it for is clout. I think he gets something from being known. That's what he does, because he always talks about everything he's always done. Like, what? Huh? Let other people talk about that. You don't need to do that.
What I knew up until that point. And then once, like I said, I got cut off, it was
What's up,
just
Nazarene?
like radio silence. Radio silence. Someone that you depended on to show you how to care for people and to make sure they're okay that night in the hospital. You guys only knew. Taking in my home 23 young adults. God bless you. And right now I have a recovering addict and struggling alcoholic in my home. And let me tell you, that is not an easy job, but thank you for doing that. You know, and I want to be able to see.
You've taken in 23 people. "23 people? Thank you for that, Robin. Great. That's a great comment. You're the person that's emailing you said that he moved. Hold on. I have watched and mind my own side when it comes to helping someone. I have taken in my home 23 young adults. Now listen to how this is written out. I have taken in my home 23 young adults in my home and helped try to guide them. How just do you talk like that? 23 people you've taken in, and you're a recovering addict and struggling alcoholic in my home with you. I left my home to take care of my mother. 23 people. Oh, my Lord. You hear the craziest shit, man. You hear the craziest shit. I swear to God, man. Dude.
See the good in people in a world that only sees the bad.
Oh, man, dude.
I used to be that guy back in 2010. That is one of my prouder moments in 2010. I guess the struggle started back around.
You hear the craziest
late
shit on
2006, early 2007. Not exactly sure,
23
but
people,
I
y'all.
started struggling with opiates, and it started off with just like a half, and it was never meant to be a thing. I never wanted to mess with stuff like that, but there was something about that euphoric feeling and happiness that I got from opiates when I was on it as a guy that suffers with depression, that once I started messing with it, it just grabbed me. And I never thought I would be off being the preacher's son, being a family man.
It's
I
a
was
lot
so
of
embarrassed.
fucking
I hid it so.
First off, how do you house 23 people on top of you and a drug addict in a home? That's 25 people in the home, yo. I noticed his name is Ferraro. Julia Ferraro. How do you house 25 fucking people? You're able to hang out anytime, Kenny. The door is always open, G. Want to hit the joint with me? There you go. There you go, Kenny. It sounds like it, James. It sounds like a lot. Yeah, I don't. Well, you can't come to the internet caring what people think anyway. You'll find out real quick you ain't made for this shit. You cannot give a fuck what people think. You just hope that you grab the right audience. You just hope that the right people care about what you think. You just hope that you speak to the right people. That's all. And what you get from it's what you get from it, you know? That's how I see it. That's kind of how I see it, man. Because I kind of think like every other individual. I kind of say things that most people don't want to say. Not that they're scared to say it. They just don't want the hassle and the headache that comes with it because you'll get some. But I'll say it, guys.
So
I'll say it.
much. And for anybody that's ever
I'll
had that
say it.
struggle,
Hey,
it's
AD's
not
raising
fun.
his hand. I
In
think
the
he's going to
end, you're
say it.
not doing it to get a
Shout
good
out to my
feeling.
homie Kenny, man. Why isn't my goal working, dog? Shout out to my homie Kenny, man. Hit that with that $20 drop. That $20 drop. That $20 drop. What the fuck? Why isn't my goal working? That's 2. I'm counting them, y'all. Hold on, man.
Anything, you're doing it to just feel normal. And I never thought I would get out. But 2010, I broke those chains. I don't drink, I don't smoke weed, and I don't do any of that. I became a dad. And I wouldn't want anybody judging me based off of who I used to be. And I want to believe even those people, I don't know who they are, but they can get over this and they can become whoever they want to be. They just got to want it. You know, even in this case, why I see that important. One of the first things I did, and, you know, at one point I thought Larry was actually trying and wanted to help. I went and pulled some strings. I was going to get BJ 100% paid rehab down in Florida. Nice facility too. And then I was told, well, she won't go without her boyfriend. So that's probably why she ain't going to go. I went back, had another conversation, came back. They said they'll take the boyfriend too. Just, they said she's got to want it and not to even come if she don't want it, because she's taking the spot from somebody that can really need it. They said, thank you. Never heard anything back. I wanted to see her get help.
Shout out to my homie Kenny, man. What the fuck's up with my motherfucking... What's up with the... Hold on, man. I got to reset and everything. This is real gay. This is real gay. Get out of my weed, kitty. Go. You can't have that. Appreciate it.
Right now, 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 right now.
What's up, Donna? Now I gotta find this fucking video again. Are you kidding me? Kitty, get out of the weed, bro. You cannot. It's not the fake stuff, dude. You get it all in my butt.
If they don't want it, it's not going to do you any good. You have to want to change your life. But I know what that was like. Some people don't react to substances like that, and some people do.
Shout out to Kenny, man.
I have a heart for
he's
people
up
like
here
that,
now,
but I
he's
also
fat
know
now,
how
Kenny.
difficult it can be trying to take care of someone like that. So God bless you, Julia, and thank you for writing.
23 young adults, bro. Jesus Christ, man. I've never seen that many people in a house, guys. I don't know who. You better get well, Earth. I don't know who. I've never been to a house with 20 fucking 5 people in it. Have you? Have y'all ever been to someone's house where they have 25 people living there? And 23 of them are young adults. So that means 21, 18. Yeah, how big is the house? Because even a 5-bedroom, you still got 5 people in each room. That's stupid big. Yeah, I mean, my couch is my couch, but damn, that's a lot of couches, dog. How many couches? 2 of you to a couch. Come on, man. This dude brung it up here like it was some real shit.
Boston hater for life. What is it about Boston? I actually liked Boston. I went there. First and foremost, I'm Team Eric.
Every one of these videos are pro him, or every one of these questions are pro him. Maybe they did it in their lifetime. I could see that. Absolutely. Good point, Lee. Very good point. Kitty, you cannot have that. Get back. There's a family close to here that has more than 10 foster kids at a time, but 25 in one house at a time, bro. You just said 10, Charles. 10. I'm saying 25, bro. Now that I'm thinking about it differently, I mean, it sounds different. She could have done this over a period of her life. I don't know. Come on, Kitty. Damn it, man. Got the bag open and shit, bro. You went there, Chris?
I know you had the best intentions
You're
for the
very pro
Whitakers.
Eric
My questions
questions,
is
man.
this.
25 toddies,
If the
hell
state knew
no.
about the living conditions, about the family, why wasn't anything done sooner? That was his first question. Before I even read that second part,
Appreciate you,
state knew
Kenny,
about
my
the living
brother.
conditions and about the family. Why wasn't anything done sooner? Boston hater for life, whatever your real name is. I'd like to know the same thing. I think a lot of people would. I mean, you guys really sit back and ask yourself that question. Why?
And you know what else was brought up yesterday, too, that I want to talk about? Well, it's on my head. Is the fact that he told APS to fuck off. Patrick did. And at the time, I'm thinking, well, if you really want the best for this family, why would you just tell APS to fuck off? If you really wanted the best for them, right? Yeah, you made sense.
Why not? It did not take a guy from Georgia coming up there and documenting for them to know this. This is not like, I remember that night.
Here's what I think. Here is exactly what I think, chat. I think Patrick wanted to be more on camera at that point. I think he wanted people to see who Patrick was. That's why he wanted Dad Talk to do the interview to begin with. Patrick wanted to be part of the camera. He didn't want to be on the other side of the camera no more. He wanted to be in front of it. And you could tell. But I'm sorry, he doesn't have anything that I even want to hear about. Like, what are you going to talk to me about? What's going to be interesting? How are you going to make things interesting? Brooke has court again Monday. She's racking some time up for herself, ain't she?
Second day when we wasn't able to get the protective order for Betty at the courthouse, and she was disappointed. So I was like, do you mind if we got to go by the police station? Like, that's twice at the courts. I'm just curious what the cops would say. And I remember talking to
you can
one
get
of
for free on YouTube.
the
He's gonna
detective,
charge
and
people?
I'm very familiar with it down there. Had, numerous different occasions. And this is something that had been going on for decades. They 100% knew about it.
See? Even he
know.
says they've known about it for decades. Why didn't someone step in even further then? Why didn't the whole system jump in when Timmy was in school? Like, what?
It's a great question. And if you knew about all these resources and all these other things that, you're telling me about that we can get for the family, why wasn't they offered sooner? And then on the first
I
meeting,
asked that too.
getting these guardianship and conservatorship papers. Wow. My opinion, stay in your corner. I know. But that's the whole reason your tax dollars go to fund places like that, is to make sure
Yeah.
that situations like that aren't going on with people who can't help it. Number two, do you think you was brought in by Patrick to be the scapegoat when things went south? No, because I don't think he knew he needed a scapegoat at that point. I think looking back at it, a couple of things.
Here's what
I
he
knew how
thinks.
to
Y'all.
do all the things with social media that Patrick
Yep.
didn't, like all the things. The reason Patrick started getting any traction, guys, is because of who was on that camera with him.
Yep.
They weren't tuning in to see him. And likewise, when I was there, they wasn't tuning in to see me. They were
Yep.
tuning in to see that family because they love them. But outside of taking some video and posting it and replying to comments and then checking to see what the monetization was, he didn't know anything about content creation. But not only that, when he saw my platform, how long I had been doing it and that I had a following,
I agree with this
kind of
comment.
props him up.
I agree with this.
Because I don't think it might not have went as far, guys, because the people in that area, this is what a lot of you just don't understand. The people in that area, they know him. That's why they was tracking us down and finding out. If you only knew the conversations, they knew this. And
so, like, even the people around the area don't care for him. And that says a lot, dude. I bet he wasn't ready for that. I bet he didn't think that the people would start telling Eric about Patrick. I bet Patrick didn't think about that at all. Like, if you just been running around the goddamn town fucking wreaking havoc, and then you bring in somebody and y'all start making a bunch of money off the Whitaker family, you think that things ain't going to be said? Things aren't going to get out? Real, true reputations aren't going to be on the line? Some people just, they don't give a fuck what you think. And that's bad. Because that's your reputation, man. That's what people are saying about you when the doors are closed, when your back's turned. That's up to you.
I think it probably would have been exposed much quicker.
We
And
could never understand why, Chantel, that question could never be answered. Why did a cop introduce the family to Mark? We could never answer that. That cop's probably long gone now.
No, at that time. But I think he needed somebody to do it. I mean, the responsibilities, I showed you my responsibilities. I wasn't supposed to be doing
because he thought that they were
90%,
an oddity, guys.
Things I was
That's
doing.
why. Why are we thinking that it's something else? Because obviously the state, the police, everybody thought that the Whitakers were an oddity. They thought they were a fucking circus carnival act. They said it all the time. Then when the Hills Have Eyes videos came out, they got all that flack. They said it. The Whitakers were like the sideshow of the town. Yep. That's what it was, man. That's exactly what it was. No doubt about it. It's just something should have been done a lot earlier, man. A lot earlier.
My thing. But I did it because I cared about them. That did nothing extra for me. I wanted to help them. But I do think he needed someone to do the heavy lifting outside of going places and having fun. I mean, still doesn't work a job. You know, I had this. When I make content, I put a lot behind it. I haven't been able to because of what happened.
Yeah, I give Patrick credit. Patrick did do good things with the Whitakers. I'm not bashing him all. I'm not even bashing Patrick. I'm not team Eric or Patrick, guys. I think they both went in there with the intention of making money off this family. And are you supposed to make money when you do a lot of work? Yeah, you are. So I really don't even hate on that. It's the fact that there's been so many lies told, so much bullshit. And when you look back on it, who was lying and who was bullshitting? That's where we're going to have to sift it out now. And it ain't looking good for certain someone. Not in my eyes. I'm allowed to have a change of opinion when I see all of the evidence. I'm allowed to have that, just like you are, just like anybody else is. I've given both these guys a fair shake. But I also gave Patrick a fair shake, and we asked him questions that you guys were asking, and he lied to us all. He lied. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. Go back and watch the video. Go back to my Patrick Rourke sit down. It wasn't even an interview. It was more like a talk. But he lied. And he didn't lie about a little bit of things. He lied about a lot.
I don't know. There could be but I think I was the scapegoat.
And you don't have to lie when you're
later
above
on.
20,
Absolutely.
dude.
Yes.
There shouldn't be no reason to lie about anything in life.
Do nothing but try to make little slurs. He's never been able to show you any documents or anything on me. He'll give you little snippets of text messages to try to make a narrative about. He won't give you the whole thing, will he?
Yep. And then he gave the whole thing. He gave the whole conversation. And guess what? Wasn't nothing in there damning. Wasn't a fucking thing in that conversation damning to Eric at all. Go back and look at the messages, bro. I'm like, what? This gotta be some dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. These messages don't say anything damning on either person, in my opinion. Larry and BJ were the only ones benefiting the most. The other three didn't benefit at all. Yeah. There's no, dude, I'm 48 years old, man. I'm 48 years old. I was listening to Toddy say something about me, my age and shit. Look at his face. He looks older than what he is. Okay, I'm 48. I'm going to be 48 in 2 months, 3 months, something like that. So fucking what? I'm old, bro. I don't have to lie about nothing. Nothing. Nothing at home, nothing at work, nothing online. Like, a lie just doesn't even have to fly out of my mouth. For what?
It would make a lot more sense to you. Boston hater for life. Still don't know your name, but thank you. And the Team Eric thing, I'm still.
Here we go.
I mean, I appreciate the support. I'm still.
Do I think Eric's a bad guy?
No. It's not a team, guys. I should not have even been involved in this.
Bad guy? No, I don't.
And it's
Patrick
not a me versus
handled
Patrick
Timmy very
thing.
well.
I'm not charged. I didn't do anything. There's no challenge. In the challenge, you need like people going for the same.
Thank you, Jennifer. Boots with the fur, with the fur, with the fur, with the
Right now, 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 right now.
Ooh, we got 5 new members. Y'all ain't grays no more. Now y'all are greens. Shout out to the greens, man. Don't be a gray, y'all. Yeah, Patrick told me that he had all this info and shit that he had on Eric, and I was gonna get it all. I never got a speck of nothing. I didn't. People asked me. Chris was on me about it. Hey man, what's that? Did Patrick give you that? Did Patrick give you that? Nope. Never gave me a damn thing. What's up, Twisted? Never gave me shit. Not one fucking piece of evidence. Like, come on, man. And then he drops the Eric and him conversation, and there's nothing bad in that conversation at all, bro. Like, God, you just keep making yourself look stupid.
Same thing, or like I was so oblivious
Shout out
to
the
most
boots
of
with
this
the fur, with
until
the fur, with
the
the
end.
fur, with the fur, with
So
the whole.
it's weird to see
at
that.
her.
And I think because
She
the
hit
state
the
didn't come
blow.
in, they're the ones that allowed this Team Eric, Team Patrick, because really, like, where's the team with them? You know, no investigations and some of this other stuff. I mean, I think that would have been much more of a topic, but it was easier to let this guy because it's who you saw on the screen. Thank you, dude. Jason.
Let's see how many
Good morning,
comments.
Eric. I don't have as much of a question as I have a couple of comments. I have been following this situation since last June, and I have seen how upright and earnest you and your crew have been through all of this. It is not always easy having a servant's heart, and so often devious individuals try to take advantage of that. I have a similar personality in the heart of the county is, but I mean, reading
Not a
this,
question, bro.
it kind of gives me a little bit of encouragement. Yes, so I appreciate that.
And I've never seen more of a crybaby man in my life.
Jay
I understand
Polly,
we
at
have
what point did you
issues.
realize Patrick was
He-
doing this for all the wrong
he
reasons?
whined.
I am from West Virginia, Fayette County. Really enjoyed your content. Thank you, Jay.
Okay, let's ask this question. At what point did you realize that Patrick was doing this for all the wrong reasons?
I don't know where Fayette County is, but when did I realize it's not like there was one specific moment that I realized cut and dry, this is it. And because I wanted to give the guy a chance. You know, he was very honest with me. He had made many mistakes in the past, and
That's a
they
good
hadn't
start.
always
Patrick.
lived the
Good
greatest
start
life
there, bro.
and stuff. And guess what? I haven't
Seems like
either.
you're still stumbling a little bit, though.
And I hope somebody wouldn't judge me off of that. And I know that I could change.
Yep.
I think the problem that we saw here is there was someone that
It's simple, man. Because look, when I decided to, hey, I got to change my life. I'm not going to say I didn't stumble a few times trying to do that. You know what I mean? But I got myself going 1 foot forward in that direction. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I absolutely stumbled a few times. You know, I had minor setbacks, but a minor setback is only good for the major comeback. You know, you can't let certain things hold you down, man. And it just seems like Patrick's stumbling when he
needed to change
You
their
gotta change
life.
your life, man. It's
They
all good.
needed to go and earn and, you know, build their own home before saying they was going to build someone else's home or to be that in their life. And I mean, I don't want to, that's, you know, I don't want to say that the wrong way. I mean, everybody can do good for someone else, no matter what their situation is. But there was a lot of work
I don't
that
know,
he needed to
CG.
do on him.
He's
And like
he's pampering it up. I'll tell you that.
the air conditioner pissed me off. It's like, he put that off on me. You know, got me to buy this air conditioner after I just watched you spend $500 on 2 outfits. 2 outfits. You cannot make me believe. Listen, do you honestly think one of the Whitakers would have ever wanted to pick out that type of clothes? Anytime that I went and got clothes for them, we went to Walmart. I'm going to tell you, I saw some photos the other day. And even with Walmart clothes, I feel very happy about it because some people I thought looked the best I'd ever seen them in Walmart clothes. It doesn't take a lot of money. Like, how many other outfits and
I'm not
things
gonna
could you
say,
have done?
and it's not bad to spoil Timmy, bro. But if you're not really giving them the money and you're just doing that just to make some, you know, you're gonna make your money back from it because you're making a video from it. Like, you should be paying the other family money, man. You should be making sure you're looking out for them too. I agree with that. I agree with that totally.
But you know, after I found out about the $500 on the 2 outfits, and I say something, he's like, "That's from selling my boat." You know, later talk to friends and family. They're like, "What boat?" He didn't have a boat.
Oh wow. Wow. See, it's those little things he needs to keep dropping. It's those right there, Eric. Stay on path with that, and you'll have people's attention. Stay on path with those points right there. Stop leading everybody all the way around the fucking world on one goddamn answer, man. Stay right there on focus on punchlines like that, bro. God.
And that was their words. But he's literally the one that told Betty we were going to buy an air conditioner and get there. He buys the $500 outfits. And then when I mentioned the air conditioner, I ain't got the money for that.
Motherfucker was shit. I'd have been like, well, I ain't either. So, well, no video getting done today, huh?
It's not my
Riding along with this. This is making me mad, chat. So probably going to go out next time. So be ready for that. I'll freeze. I'll do all that stuff. Just be ready for that, chat. Okay. Promise. We'll make it through this. I promise. We'll get through it. I swear to you.
minute, and by the time I get up there and I'm finding out red flags, I'm like, you're knee deep in this thing, man.
Yeah, I bet. Knee deep.
I want to say this too. I don't think it was always that way, Jay. I don't want to give too much credit, but I'm not just going to crap on the guy because of everything he's done. I believe in the very beginning.
Okay, my bad. I
believe
called
the
you
whole
Geraldine.
time,
My
yes,
bad,
it was
Gerald.
like a
I apologize,
saw
Gerald.
opportunity.
I didn't
I
mean to
do
misplace your
believe
name, man.
For a very small portion in time, some of the fishing and some of the things might have been working on the heart and telling someone that had made mistakes and that just seemed to keep making those same mistakes and patterns. Like, you know, people see me doing something good. This feels good. You know, I've never had this. I want to do the right thing. I saw that in him. And then the last night, that first trip, he just throws a phone at me and I hear him, fussing about the fight with a guy on the phone. I wish I knew who that was. He's had to see this. And he informs me he had stole the $1,200 worth of tools from his grandma. And this guy was saying he was going to put out ads and let everybody know. He was like, you're one of the biggest frauds I've ever met. And you're on Facebook trying to make it look like you're this godsend to the Whitaker family.
He was going to put out ads on Patrick.
And then after I got on the phone and hear this from this guy, he sounded much younger than Patrick. But when I asked Patrick about it, did you steal that from his grandmother? He shook his head, yes. He didn't lie to me. That was the moment I also wanted to run, but it was also, he said it was a long time ago. He didn't lie to me. He's told me he's had stuff in his past. Like, we had a really, really good talk. And I was like, look, man, I don't know what all's went on. I was like, I'll be there for you. And shit with Betty was just to make sure he had access.
Yep.
And that's why that was worked on so much. The rest, never truly wanted anything with them. But that one, I believe there was a little sincerity. And then, I mean, it was already gone by the time I got up there. Using them to get pictures with girls and to get conversations with girls and to get people to send stuff so that you can.
That's not good, man.
I mean, there was people sending lots of stuff, guys.
That's not good, man. That right there is not good. And Patrick's gatekeeping all of it. I knew about that. I knew about it.
Imagine it was a lot more than I ever know. If he says, I want to take so-and-so here, there was people begging nonstop wanting to send stuff.
There was.
And I don't know.
God bless that family, man.
I really don't know the extent of it. I think it was. Yeah.
That family had everybody's heart. Hello, Venna.
But
That
I
family had
suspected it,
everybody's
Jay,
heart,
from the
man.
very beginning. This is like a cash grab. So anyway, Laura Everett, Eric, I'm so sorry for what you and your family have and are going through. I'm sorry for the Whitakers for all they've been through, but so thankful for you and your efforts to help them and to try to change their lives.
Oh,
If
thank
I
you,
may,
Elcat.
Eric, I'd like to offer a little.
Thank you, Elcat. My homie, I got a cash app from Elcat. I got a cash app from Elcat. She said, "Thank God it's Friday. It's Friday."
Right now, 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 right now.
Money! Yeah, baby, yeah! Yeah, baby, yeah! I'm just kidding, y'all. Much love to you, L. Kizzy. Thank you, Kizzy.
Will help with the pronunciation of Mark's last name of stuffed white
Yeah, they had a
underbelly.
pass. I mean, and I'm not using pass against them. I'm not. That's why I'm not even really commenting on it because I'm not a hypocrite, you know? So, like, I promote change, and I think you will have stumbling blocks on your way to change. I did. Man. I'm not gonna say I'm not a perfect person now, you know. Hell, I probably do things that some people would be like, ugh, fuck off. You know, that's how I feel now. But I don't go out and break laws anymore. I don't I don't particularly break. I mean, I drive with suspended, but I don't consider that breaking a law, but that's about it. I even wear my seatbelt now, chat.
Pronounced like Leta. Just ignore the I. It's blending with the A and causes confusion. In the same way, a Hawaiian lei, flowers worn around the neck, is pronounced like lei. I hope this helps. I've been wanting
What the fuck kind of message is this, bro? You what?
to offer this information from the beginning. Also, I'm not emailing for attending or to be mentioned on your live stream. Too late. I only wanted to gently offer what I hope.
Not too late. You took every bit of this text and put it in a fucking Word document, and then you come over here and showed it. So it's not too late. You actually knew that you were going to put this in the Word document because you put this in the Word document, Eric. Too late. I got you on live stream now. No. See what I mean about these bit ass people, bro? Fake as fuck. Amazing. Oh, it's too late now because you didn't take a step before that to make sure it didn't make it to the internet? Oh, sure, Eric Carroll. He literally took the email straight out of the email, copy and pasted him into a Word document, and then now is reading off the Word document to you. So he could have definitely kept it off the internet. But instead he goes, up too late. I can't,
Will be
man.
perceived as helpful information. Okay, didn't know that. I've heard several people refer to him as Laida, but Laura, thank you for that. And Ellen, may get gift, bless, and protect you and your family. Thank you. I hate what happened to that guy. I really.
Mark made
Jenny
millions.
McCutcheon. Hi,
Hey,
Eric.
what
My
happened
name
to
is
Mark
Jenny. First of
Lighten?
all, I want to say I'm sorry that you're
What?
going through this, and I also want you.
Mark Lighten made millions off the Whitakers. Huh? I really hate what happened with that guy. He loved the Whitakers, but he was able to say, fuck this shit. You know? Fuck this.
To know not all West Virginians are like some of the people that lives in Raleigh County. I live in the north central of the state, a little town called Buchanan, Upshur County. I hate this, but the southern end of the state seems like two different worlds. Anyway, I was wondering what happened to the Whitakers money you spoke of on your live that APS would not accept it, which I'm dumbfounded by since they work with the state. Any other time, they would take money for payment for medical bills, etc.
Here we go. Where is the money?
What do you plan on doing with their portion of the funds? Okay. This is one of the areas, guys, that I had to be careful with amounts and stuff
course
like
you
that, because that's something that they're trying to go up here. But as far what do I plan on doing with the report? It's not mine. It's not mine.
Oh yeah, that's sad.
I
I
think
forgot
the
about that.
holdup right now is
He's over that though. He's got a new girlfriend and everything now.
them finding out.
He's already seeing somebody else.
I don't know. I gotta be careful, but it's not mine, and I don't plan on doing nothing with it. Okay, it has been safe every cent for.
He's got it.
Ever since before the beginning of the year.
So he says he still has it, chat. Why? Yeah, Mark Lietta's already seeing somebody else now.
Why didn't they take that? I don't know, because I offered it not only to them, but to the state investigator. I didn't want possession of it. I was never supposed to have possession of it. The only reason was to go get a trust account. And
you were never supposed to have possession of it. Bro, the AdSense is in your name. This is weird. This is weird. The AdSense has to be in someone's name. So you're always going to have control over it. I don't get it.
And also, when I got it a little bit early, it was because twice money owed to them had been messed with. It was crazy, guys. And when people, this is the other context people don't see, like he would put different snips of the conversation on there. And when you don't have the whole context.
And when he put out the whole conversation, guess what? It didn't look bad at all, did it? That shit Patrick put out, garbage. Garbage, chat. That means he's been trying to play each and every one of you to make you believe that this dude is doing something so nefarious. That's where it is. It ain't just the fact that, oh, these messages don't mean shit. Look what he tried to do with them, chat. Look what Patrick tried to do with those messages. He tried to make it look like Eric was the bad guy with him. And now you drop the messages in full because you feel like a little bitch because he called you out right there. Good Lord, you're emotional, Patrick. Stop it. Jesus Christ. Then you drop the messages, and the messages don't say anything damning from you or him. It's just a conversation on how y'all gonna get to the bag. Like, what? This is some women. Man, women don't even do this shit. Women call women out for doing this shit. Are we gonna play like it's something cool?
And you go by that, it can become a completely different thing. No matter for some, especially for someone that wasn't working a job and that didn't have anything, but no matter how much money got paid, and it was really good. When I say really good, like someone working
doctor
at
money.
a factory or something
Doctor
like that,
money,
40
y'all.
hours, maybe
Patrick
even 10
was
hours
making doctor
overtime,
money.
like type per month.
Patrick was making intern doctor money off the Whitakers, G. Yeah. Did the Whitaker see any of that shit?
Decent, really decent, especially given the situation that was before, but it was never enough. It was like it was chump change. And I'd be like, hey, bro, that's a killer payday, you know? Like, nah, I need more. And then on the second time, the reason I got that to go make that trust account, which I did need to make the trust account. I needed to make it the first month. And then it was used. 1 week I was gone. And it was like, poof. The only money that came out was what went and paid their water bill. And the rest I put on a card and gave to them. But that was There was a good bit, guys.
Let's not give him too much
missing, and
credit there,
hopefully one
hillbilly.
day you'll get to see.
Let's
But
not give
on
him
their
too much
second
credit.
time, now you know they're needing the trust account and everything that we've been talking about since the beginning. He already knew that the first time, but I'm making sure nothing. This does not need to be touched. Like, not a bad payday, bro. Next thing I know, hey, I need to borrow some of the Whitakers' money. What? It was never enough.
Patrick just caught charges. He didn't get indicted. None of it's like he just caught charges. He just got to face charges.
It was never enough. So that was the plan. Get that, go start that account. I don't know what the attorney was going to cost. That cost would come out. The rest would go in to the attorney. And then when she no-showed and then the protective order got dropped, guess where that money was? It was with me. And I never wanted to have possession of that money, guys. And I can prove it in every single way, numerous times. And I told him, hey,
I want
I don't want to go home.
I bet you anything he still has it. Because he'd be charged like a motherfucker, just like Patrick if he wasn't. He still has it. He still has it, y'all. He still has it. He's still got their money. Patrick, he did get indicted, basically. I mean, there was probable cause to bring charges down on him. I mean, we're not in the federal system, so I can't say like indicted. I wouldn't use the word indicted, but he had criminal charges brought against him for sure. Yeah, that's probably the reason why Eric isn't sitting in jail right now. That's definitely the reason. Because if he has that much money from the Whitakers, bro, and he ain't got it, he's going to go to jail too. What if Patrick Charger drop? Hey, that's fire. I'm all for it, dude. Hell yeah. Go for it. Don't take it wrong, y'all. I'm not up here against Patrick, but it ain't looking good for him, my friends. I'm just saying. From man to man, testosterone to testosterone, something's off. And I'm just gonna keep it straight up, man. I'm gonna keep it straight up. How he treated this channel and how everything went south with that, I can't respect it. And I think something's off, man. He literally used messages that were him and Eric Carroll back and forth, all chopped up for the last year. Or what, 6 months now? For 6 months now, he's used chopped up messages. And then when you put them all together, guess what? There's nothing there. Nothing. Yeah, whatever Patrick got in trouble for, he got in trouble before Eric got there, I believe. I've always said that. I still stand on that.
It was never supposed to be in my possession. This is what I was going to do. I can turn it over to you until they know what's supposed to go on. It was like, hold on, let me see if we can, or we'll find out.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't think
there's the state investigator.
Chris, I don't think they're gonna make an example out of him. I don't. These are kind of weak charges, man. Go look up the statutes and shit, dude. They're like the weakest almost. They're only one class above, not the weakest. So like, I don't know. If he can get definitely not do no time on it. He could definitely probably get all probation. Yeah, there'll be restitution in it. You can guarantee that. Well, he drew some money. He did draw some money, and I don't know. It's not up to me. I'm not the judge, jury, or the executioner. I'm just following the story. And I got my right to my opinion. They're like, I don't know how they class them. Yeah, I bet he needs to find a place where it should go. Why doesn't he have an attorney on trying to find a place for that money to go somewhere? You know? if Eric has this money and he says he has an attorney, why isn't this attorney actively working on a place for this money to go to where it's accounted for? I guarantee you an attorney can figure that out. And is Eric fucking um walking his heels on it? That way maybe he can keep it some time. After so much time, where how long do you keep it before you actually keep it?
Gator. At no point in time did I want their money. And then when I went to leave West Virginia, I was verbatim. We will make sure that money is out of your possession before you leave West Virginia. We're talking to the judge.
I read all that paperwork about him and that sex case and all that shit. It's not what everybody thinks. His homie was trying to get a blowjob from a fucking hooker. They probably was trying to both get blowies. Who fucking knows? But they're trying to get a blowjob from a hooker in Florida or something. I don't know. But it isn't that deep, chat. It isn't. It's just a guy getting a hooker. He got busted in a sting operation. I think him not going to jail is kind of proof he still got the money, Bambi. I think that's proof enough, man. And if they're arresting people on fraud, yeah. If he can sit and say, no, I got the money for these people. I got the money for them. And he can prove he's got the money for them, he doesn't go to jail. I downplayed it, but that's what the paperwork says. Paperwork says everything about a hooker. And ain't nothing bad about that shit, bro. Like, I'm from the hood. There's hookers walking up and down the street, fucking 10 blocks down the road, about a mile and a half down the road. You can go get your old hooker. I'm not joking. Sex has been like one of the oldest industries that people have sold since the beginning of time, man. Y'all women got an ATM machine between your legs. If you ever get broke, you just give a man a piece of pussy. He'll pay you like a motherfucker. There's so many thirsty men out here. Yeah, because I don't think he was busted, and I think his buddy ended up fucking taking it or whatever. Yeah, I read all through that. It's deviant. It's deviant as fuck to be out there looking for a hooker, no doubt, right? We all know that, but still. Yeah, he was in Florida with a buddy, then they looked for a beat, and his buddy wanted to get his dick sucked by a hooker. That's what it was. I read it.
Trying to find out.
I'm gonna read all through the Whitaker case too. Y'all know I am. I'm gonna read all through that Whitaker case. Yeah, man, he's just getting a blowjob, bro. Like, I'm not gonna condemn fucking Patrick for that. There's no way, dude. I'm not that type of dude, y'all. I'm built a little bit different. Like, I'm not gonna condemn him for that. The only thing I think is fucking pussy to how he handled it with me on this channel. I gave that dude grace like a motherfucker. I tried to be cool with that cat. And you see where it went.
Guys, never happened. I came back home and then I'm seeing all this stuff about people asking me about the money. What about this amount of money? And it's just like, nobody knows what the heck they're talking about.
He said, I don't know about that. Bing, 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 bing. I didn't watch it. CG. I'm not giving them people no fucking, I ain't, no clout, bro. Patrick said, I don't know about that. Fucking parasocial ass people. People weird, bro. It was somewhere in Florida, I think. I could link it up to you if you need me to. I could somehow get it. I know somebody that can get it because that's how I got it. I might still have it. Like, if I wanted to dig in on Patrick, I could have a long time ago, bro, but I just don't do that. It seems like Patrick is trying to change his life, and I respect it. You know, I do. I'm not going to condemn a man that's trying to do the better thing. I'm not. I'm just not going to do that, chat, because that would make me a hypocrite, y'all. I think everybody, if this Whitaker thing and he did what he did, or if he ended up beating him out of some money or whatever, that's what he did. That's what he did, man. He stumbled along his way of changing. You know, you can't trust everybody, man. Oh, they'll make you pay restitution, man.
I swear, it's the truth. I got paperwork right here. I could show you that part. When it's in court with amounts, guys, there's privacy and personal stuff behind it. I'd be 100% okay with it, but I can't do that on their side. That's their privacy.
Susan's got no respect
and
over
it's in
here.
the court right now, but that's
None.
it. I don't plan on doing anything with their portion. It's their portion. There has not been a penny touched. A penny. 100% of it. Ready.
And saying it right there.
And the same thing for Patrick on my end, even though the guy has done what he's done, but there should be the same for everyone else on his side. And there's something that tells me we probably won't see that same behavior.
What's up, Brooks?
So,
Bambi.
thank you for
Angela.
that, Jenny. I'm sorry I have to.
I thought Susan. No, I thought Susan.
The way I have to get.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. I thought Susan. I gave Susan the benefit of the doubt. I thought she was a little bit misjudged at first, you know. And I like to think of people like that sometimes. If somebody lives on the edge and she's got a mouth on her or not afraid to do crazy shit. So I was like, okay, I can dig it a little bit. Plus, she was donating to the channel, right? But I think that was all a ploy in the end because she went from donating $100 one day to every day to fucking like doxing me the next day. And not one word said to me. Not one word. Absolutely. And then it's like, because Patrick did this. Well, you ain't going to tell me what to do on my YouTube channel. You just better be happy I'm not banging on you, bro. Because I could 100% lay some good fucking videos and lives down about Patrick, but I haven't. I didn't wholeheartedly, a whole along the way early on. I could have, and I didn't. It's not what I'm here to do, yo.
Give it to you right now. Jamie Fletcher. So will Patrick finally go to jail for a while for what he's done to this family?
No.
Will there be more charges brought against him, you think? Will anyone else around him be charged?
He's not going to go to jail for a while,
Final
guys.
question. How are the three doing? Are they still in a state home? Thank you. I'm a fan of yours. I'm from Kentucky. I love you and your family, sir. Jamie, will Patrick finally go to jail for a while for what he's done to this family? I mean, I found out about that the same time as I did. You guys did. I was actually in here playing a video game with my brother. It was a really depressing time.
What's up, J&J?
And tried to do dad talk or tried to do anything, people came up wanting to talk about this, and I couldn't. So I just got to the point. I was like, I'm not going to do it. And when I turned the comments off on my Facebook page, that was because of people harassing little girls.
He is like a little bit like a victim. I get it, Lord. He's a little bit like
what comment you put on there. You don't mess with my family.
It's whiny to me.
And I was starting to get to where I couldn't even see people that I've known and loved for years because of this situation right here and the pain that it's caused.
That's whiny.
And will there be more charges brought against him, you think? It's according to who calls and reports what. I don't know. I don't even know. So far, unless it's been updated.
We're trying to bring charges on people, chat. Not my chat, but damn, Eric, all y'all people want to throw people in jail and shit. How weird.
A fraud. 11.
He got his charges. Leave him the fuck alone, bro.
I knew enough to know I didn't know hardly anything. There's something there, but they need to investigate. So there's just no telling. There's no telling. And I had so many people reaching out with some of the craziest stuff to this about amounts and things that was going on. I was clueless about, guys. That
Wow.
was not supposed to be going on. And that's not my job to find out
Wow.
what actually happened, if it was true, but it was nuts, 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 nuts. It wasn't one or two, it was all day long. So I hope every one of you
No, I couldn't do it.
said something. I guess if somebody comes up with more information, maybe, is he finally going to go to jail for a while for what he's done to his family? I don't know. I mean, I know, like I said, I saw where he got arrested that one time. And while I'm sitting here, I'm getting messages, all of those same content creators that I told you guys they didn't know what they was talking about out there saying that I'm in jail, and I'm sitting here. It's just like, you know what?
She did all that shit
I
just to
wanted
get
to
to
say
Patrick,
something.
and it was
I'm gonna
weird,
sit
bro.
here.
It was weird as
Let
fuck.
him do it. I'll come out a little bit later on. It'll be sweet, you know. Will anyone else around him be charged? That is the question, because I'll tell you this.
Who else?
I've said this before.
Who else? Larry?
I said it on live before I came
Larry
back
and
home from
BJ?
West Virginia. The one thing that comes in mind is the FaceTime. The FaceTime with someone that was completely hidden from me. Completely hidden from me.
Well, that's probably part of. Has anybody tried to get the FOIAs for this? I didn't get an answer last time, so I don't think anybody has. Has anybody tried to FOIA this case? I think we should try to FOIA it. I think we could get some documents. We might get a probable cause. We might get what the circumstances were that led to the arrest, the overt acts, you know, to get the paperwork on it. Because that would tell us a lot too. Because the state has to have overt acts that he's done, and they have there's no gag order on this. Not on Patrick's case. There's no gag order. There's no gag order on Patrick's case in the system. I promise you. You can get all that paperwork. It ain't got nothing to do with the Whitakers. But there has to be overt acts that they've caught him doing, right? They have to have evidence of him doing this. So that means we're going to arrest you on this. So they have to have something that they're using, whether it's something like Timmy time or gifts that were sent to his house or money that was sent to his Venmo. There's got to be certain things that they've got down as probable cause to go and then lay the arrest down. There has to be. Because either a judge signs off on it or a jury does. And it was probably just a judge in this. I'll look into it, guys. I just don't have a lot of time during the day. That's my problem. That's my biggest problem, is getting time to do this shit in the daytime. Like most time I'm at work. I was off today. I should have thought about it today.
Well, completely hidden from the family.
I guess I could try it online.
No one knew this was going on but him and the people that was doing it with him. There was many different people in there with hands in the pot. I do believe a lot of those trolls that you're seeing, you need to go look and see who it's from. There's a lot of people that don't want this information coming out. I believe there was much more people involved, and an investigation needs to be done. Yes, please, anybody that was with me, you want to investigate, do it. I know who they were. Do it. These were people that came up there out of the goodness of their heart. I don't care what anybody says. Come on. There's nothing to hide. But there was stuff. And
yeah, there's got to be
they'll
reasons.
have to find
right,
out.
Angela.
That group, when we did this early on the YouTube and on the Facebook, sometimes when I would do lives, it was my idea originally with the moderators. Why? Because of the people that wanted to show up nonstop talking about inbred and making negative comments towards that family. You couldn't delete them fast enough. You really couldn't. And that'll be a lot of those same people that probably do a lot of the stuff that they do now. But we had some moderators on there, but that was just for like live chats. Now, when I got in there and saw what was going on, I think there was way more hands in the cookie jar. Has that been completely looked into? If it hasn't, I think it needs to be.
I think we need to get the paperwork, guys.
Because that wasn't supposed to be happening. And I can
I
tell you
think we need to get the paperwork because it will tell us a whole lot more, y'all. Like, we should be able to get some of it.
this. I never saw any breakdown or money that was received that is supposed to go to the family or anything based off of that ever.
Yes, on Patrick's.
Ever. And anyway, so Jamie, will anyone else? I would think so if everything's done the way it's supposed to, but time will tell. Bobby Wall. Good morning, Eric. Hope you and your family are doing well. I was just curious.
Oh, there won't be no lying in court. The state will eat you alive. Well, we'll get the body cam footage too if we need to, but I don't think there is any. They arrested him in court. He was in court, and they took him out of court to the jail. There probably is none.
Will you ever get to take with you to Georgia to spend time with? I know that would be a thrill for him.
It's easy. All you got to do is basically call down there, say, "Hey, how do I FOIA this information? How do I? I'm a journalist, you know what I mean, and I need this paperwork information," and he'll tell you exactly how to do it. No doubt about it.
You may have mentioned this is one of your latest podcasts, but I haven't had time to listen to all of them yet. But anyways, keep up the good work.
And you usually just email it. If they charge you, it's just paper. It's just copies. They'll email it all over to you. It'll come in like a folder or something.
Bobby, I did answer that. I think I've answered that a few times. And this is when I told people not everybody is sitting there watching
I'm not
every
that into it,
podcast. And then the ones that do that complain the most, you know, that tune in, there's people that are going to ask. So I am going to answer you again really quick, but I'll keep it quick. He was supposed to come with me when I came home from West Virginia that time. Not just before, when this was after.
We know this, Eric. We know, bro.
Where he's cussing out this guy outside of the hotel room when we made that meet Eric and Patrick thing before I left at my hotel room. And then in the middle of this, he throws the phone at me and tells me, "You take it." I'm like, "What am I taking?" I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't know this guy. This is my first time meeting Patrick, too. He just throws the phone at me. And I get on there. The guy went to cuss me out. And I was like, hey, you're not talking to Patrick anymore,
Mindy.
I got no beef with you. I don't know what's going on. He threw the phone at me. What's going on?
Jesus Christ, man. Same story.
I think for a good while there, you remember when I told you guys that I was off screen? I didn't want to go on screen. When this thing first got started, it was all on Patrick's page. Every single bit of it. That was where the monetization was going. Nothing there listed.
Bro, you started a YouTube channel, bro. Why do you keep reverting like you didn't have a nice YouTube channel going? He was
building up his socials off of that. He asked me to log in and make sure everything was set up and tell him what this, and this meant. And I also replied to comments. That was something he was asking me to do. As far as having access to Patrick's phone and answering his calls, no. There will also be very detailed documentation of me saying, "Hey, man," or, you know, sign me out or change your password. Wow. No, I don't want to do that. But guys, for a long time, his message.
He tried to put off that Eric was not trying to get on his business and shit. Now there's truth that he was trying to get out of your business, and you were telling him no. What the fuck?
Is like from Facebook Messenger would pop up on my screen, and it annoyed the living crap out of me because it's not I
Yeah, that
wasn't sitting there
YouTube
and
shit.
watching those all day long. Wasn't just Patrick. I got Dad Talk on Facebook, Dad Talk on Instagram. I mean, over 1,000,000-something followers, and notifications will just go off all day long. I don't want that crap on my phone. And I told him I didn't. But that was something he had asked me very early on. And then once I came up there and did that, no, I was not. The only time I had that was in. He would ask me to get like the information about what was going on for his streams and like explain the breakdowns and stuff like that. But no, I was not answering his calls and I wasn't doing any of that. But I will tell you, if he is the one that brought the drone, you remember me guys telling you about how once BJ had gotten evicted, I was ready to go home, but we didn't want them to be there. And then
I don't think there's going to
go
be
down.
anybody getting in trouble as far as like that knew anything about Timmy Time. I know there was people involved in all that, and I don't think so. It had crossed my mind one time because somebody brung it up, and for a second, I thought about it, but nah, I don't think so. I think what you see is what you get, man, and I think we just need to all agree on that. What you see is what you get, man.
Patrick said he had a friend that was a security guard and that he agreed he would go down there if he just paid him a little bit of money. I was okay if there was an actual security guard there. Now, what I saw,
I don't know.
I can just tell you this, and I don't know who was at fault or what, but I'm being told there's somebody sitting there watching to make sure BJ and, this doesn't go down. And I end up at Kroger at Beaver one day because Betty had asked me to go get the family's medicines and to go get her some sodas and drinks. And it was an all the time thing. And who do I bump into? This guy that's supposed to be security. And I was like, I thought you were supposed to be at the house. He's like, oh, no. I had to do something for my daughter and this and that. And I'm like, and he said he's paying this guy. That was just some of the stuff that was going on. And when people ask about other people
I
and
don't
their
know.
hands attached and stuff like that,
I think if
wouldn't
anything Eric would have done illegal, it would have been caught up, Bambi. That's all I think. I think if Eric did anything illegal, he'd be in jail.
believe
They would be. West Virginia would love to slammer his ass.
that
He's from Georgia.
would be friends with
They would
Patrick
love to
Ford.
lock him up.
I'll just tell you that right now because they know who he is and they know what he does way better than I do because they've been around and they're willingly going over there. That says a lot. Did you ever find out why there was a $660 water bill? It was, I want to say Sophie. I don't know why though. That might be wrong. It was like a girl's name. I believe it's near Odd. It was a good bit away, like in the middle of nowhere, but where you pay the water bill. Yes, we went up there, asked them, is there a water leak? They went and looked at it and they was like, there is no water leak. And then they didn't accept cards. I specifically had to go get a ATM withdrawal to go and pay in cash. And that's where that went to. The little bit of money that he had left for them to make sure they had water before I left. But I tell you what the water company did. They had these 2 little blue tablets. And they told him, all you got to do is put this in the back of your toilet. And if there's a leak somewhere, that blue stuff is going to, come out and just be watching for it. And he said, okay. But we paid that water bill. The money that was left, again, I put on a card after asked for 2 rolls of snuff and got other receipts and all that for that. Came back.
They chewed
3
tobacco.
weeks, a month later on that last trip. Hey, did you put those tablets in there? No, I still got them. $660 water bill. Where did that come from? I walked that house. Let me tell you something. Being a country boy, I've had to fix 2 water leaks this year already. It's just something that happens out here. It's rocky. I saw no water leak. It could have been a running toilet, but if it was a running toilet,
what?
I don't know. I even went and bought them a new plunger, just in case. And I guess the
Plunger,
other
huh?
Whitaker, I only saw him on soft white underbelly. And then I saw him there like one time, talked to him and told him I would give him, I think like $20 to go and fix that on their toilet. It's the nephew or the cousin that Mark
Jason.
had done. Anyway, hopefully is my stream still going? It just said something about being offline. No, it's still going. Okay. But that, I don't think that ever got done either. So no, that was Tony. I hope that answers you. Enjoy family time tonight. Georgia boy here as well. Woo, woo. Rooting for you. Thank you. Mandus Phillips. Where and what did Kenny do during all this? Like, what's his involvement,
good
if
question.
any?
Finally, good question.
Okay, and it looks like Candace and Lori, my assistant, must have done that on purpose. So I'm gonna just read on to Lori's to hello, Eric. First of all, I want to say that I applaud everything you have done to try to help the Whitakers. I've been following them since Mark featured them on Soft White Underbelly. I know Mark washed his hands of them after what happened with BJ and her line about Larry's death.
Ain't gonna ask about
but
Kenny.
on some of the videos, one of the brothers, Kenneth Walker, was from time to time being on the videos. Kenneth seems like he was a pretty stand-up guy in comparison to Larry and didn't ask for anything, even when Mark offered. Now, I really don't know the whole story, but I do find it odd the whole time that both of you and, of course, Patrick were visiting the Whitakers. Was Kenneth ever there? I know Kenneth had put a building next to the Whitakers' home, but then it is my understanding that he moved it down the road.
He got a girlfriend.
I guess my question is, I don't know if you would address it. It's all in the air, but was Kenneth at all involved in this? I would hope that he may be the one Whitaker that wasn't swayed by the ones trying to capitalize and take from them. But then I don't also wonder, why is he not defending them? Maybe he just wants to stay out of it. So just wondering if you could touch on that, even if you just want to email me personally. Thank you. And thank you again for all you did. And I'm sorry for what you went through and are still going through. I did post on either YouTube or I thought maybe it was on your page because I thought you were in North Carolina to the Amish community that is in Hamptonville, North Carolina. I wanted to post something, but your page is restricted from posting. Posted that area, and it is a nice Amish store that's there, and they have great stuff. So thank you again. Looking forward to hearing from you. I don't know if she was asking.
Yeah, man, Kenny.
No, we were not in North Carolina in the Amish community.
Kenny.
We were in Virginia. It was like
Kenny,
an hour away. There was an Amish community there, the grocery store, and I would love to cover that. And the reason I didn't go there during that time was because I didn't want them getting all this drama. But we will go back, because they were amazing people and they were ready to help. And there were several people that knew about this that was there while we were doing it. They came up talking to us.
Kenny, bro.
Amazing people. So asking about Kenny, I know Mark washed his hands of them after what happened with BJ and her line about Larry's death. I don't think that he completely washed his hands. I mean, I think he did a video, at one or two videos after that, did like an apology, but it had been a while and there wasn't much was going on with that. If he would have, who could have blamed him, you know? But I do think he went back, and I know they still called him nonstop, asking for money. Some of his videos, other brothers, Kenny. So Kenny, yes, I saw Kenny all the time. What was his involvement in the grand scheme of things? Nothing really.
Awesome to hear.
You guys not remember? He was on one of the lives, and then my second trip, of course, there was one that was always with me. Took him out, had a day with them, clothes, and the whole 9 yards. But
so you can't bring Timmy's name
the whole time anyway. But second day, I took Betty and someone else, did all the same things. Then the next day, Larry and someone else. I wanted to make sure I had one of the siblings to help with one of the others, and took them all out on days of their own. Took them out to eat, haircuts, clothes, shopping, numerous things. But I wasn't just going to do that for them. I told Kenny I wanted to do it for him too, and he was super excited. I remember that specifically because I guess I can say this now. All the other trips we went to Beckley. On this one, we went to.
Let's say Kenny's name. He just can't say Timmy, Lorraine, or Ray. That's what he's doing. He's dodging those three names.
I know it. I just can't think of it now. There is another town 1 mile on the other side. On this side, it's Beckley. On this side, it's somewhere else. We went to.
Come on, man.
So Reba took him out. He said he had always seen it on TV, wanted to eat there. We took him. Same thing with him. Haircut, clothes. I don't know if you guys remember seeing that video. Me and my brother was playing with him, say hey to the ladies out there. He's like, hello, ladies. Everything. Kenny, nice guy. Very nice guy. Says he works. Doesn't drive. Has a four-wheeler, but doesn't drive. And you were correct. He did have a building that got moved down the road. He would come up from time to time if Betty and Larry needed to go somewhere to be with the family, so somebody was there. I felt really bad the night with the movies. I have a Durango, and because I had so many kids, I had to have a third row seat. And but it was completely jammed, no more room. And he usually wasn't around or didn't do that. That day that I took him out was kind of like special. So I wanted to make sure he felt included too. And that night I felt really bad because I didn't know he showed up last minute wanting to go to the movies. We didn't have room and he doesn't drive. I felt so bad about that. Did he
All right.
stay out of things? Yes, but there's a but there. I remember one time after doing all that, I came to the Whitakers. Betty and Larry started talking to me. Larry specifically. I think I even still got video of this, guys, that nobody has ever seen. And Larry started telling me that he was very suspicious. They was all very suspicious that there was donations and money that was coming through and that they weren't being told anything and that they didn't want him holding the money, talking about Patrick. They didn't trust him. Oh, yes, it's on video. But Kenny was there. And the whole time they're telling me about this. And so I assured them, like, guys, I'm going to make sure, we're watching this. That's, I'm not going to sit by and watch this happen and not say anything. I'll let you know, that's the reason behind a contract to make sure nothing happens, X, Y, Z. But they had some concerns that there was stuff being sent. People had told them we sent stuff and they weren't getting it. Money. And later on that night, I get this text from Patrick talking about all this stuff.
What?
And I was like, what in the world? We passed by his home and there was Kenny. So occasionally when
Kenny would tell the business.
Whoever they were would show up at his
Kenny would
house,
tell the
occasionally
business,
there was
y'all.
girls and other people.
Patrick using Kenny to tell the business. As you should. As you should. Let's go check out some bloopers, y'all, before we head out tonight. Let's go check out some bloopers. Old Toddler One Skip talking about the Whitakers. Let's go check it out, guys.
And let me tell you something, guys. Somebody said, hey, why did you think that West Virginia State Police is going to answer questions for you? Because I'm the public and they're public servants. Figure it out. That's why. And anybody that thinks they can make the phone call any better, please call. Call Gilkerson.
What am I calling Gilkerson for? For what?
Go ahead. I know somebody that did, asked a bunch of questions and they're waiting for a phone call back, but by all means, you go ahead.
I did.
Let me tell you something, guys.
Did you hear that?
Somebody.
Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? I know someone that did, but waiting for a phone call back. I never got a phone call back. Ain't that funny? Isn't that funny to y'all? Hmm.
about that. That being said, I wanted to share with you that. Okay, I wanted to share with you that I couldn't understand why Eric is threatening APS with a lawsuit, except to change the narrative.
That's what you could come up with? That's all you could come up with? Was to change the narrative, huh? Toddy, you fucking suck at this. You suck. Because he wanted to just change the narrative.
Somebody said that
Somebody said.
made a comment.
You like that? Somebody said. Somebody said.
Looks like Eric's gonna walk. Creepalachi is pretty accurate. So if Eric walks, does that mean Patrick did this all by himself?
What, you dumb fuck? Obviously. Obviously. It depends on what you're talking about. Yeah, it's very, very odd he didn't call me back.
We know that Patrick didn't do this all by himself. And what's the crime here? I'm trying to understand. Why is the crime different for Patrick than it is for Eric?
Because Eric obviously didn't commit fraud. Hold on. Right? Can we at least agree to that now? I think the West Virginia State Police would have arrested Eric had they found him committing fraud. She'll eat the teacher, Leesky. Center school bar book, she'll eat the teacher. Like, can we all agree to that? That if Eric was guilty of fraud, he would have been arrested for it. But instead, he's a key witness in a fraud case against Patrick. What are we still trying to figure out here, Toddy?
About that.
I mean, what are we still trying to figure out? I know you think it's something different. You want to add something to change the narrative, don't you, Toddy? It's Friday night, y'all. Yep. I don't know why they ain't letting my goal work. That's fucking foul, ain't it? They are not letting my goal move. They're not letting my goal move. They're not letting my goal move. Not letting my goal move. We said last year Eric was going to make sure his hands were clean. I mean, I don't think Eric went down there to beat him out of any money. I think Eric went down there to make some money. I don't think he went down there to beat him. Right? But apparently Patrick was already down there beating him. That's just the way it fucking feels to me. I mean, I've been through the system plenty of times, chat. I know the system. If they're out there investigating both these dudes, they would have brought charges on Eric. I promise you. I 100% agree with that. And I think they would want to get Eric before Patrick. Well, I don't know. They probably have a disdain for Patrick too. But I think they would want to get Eric because he's an outside boy. He's from Georgia. Yeah, I agree. He was there to make money, and I'm not against that. You know, Eric saw it as business. I think so too. I think both of them did. I think both of them were really good to Timmy, though. I do. I think both of them were really good to Timmy. I won't take that from them, gentlemen. I think they were great with Timmy. Was it an act for the camera? I don't know. I'm not there every day. I don't know. But what I've seen, they were great to Timmy. Everybody have a beautiful night. I'm going to step out for the evening. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Oh, me. I hope Eric continues to talk. I'm going to look. I know it's the weekend this weekend, but on Monday, I'm going to try to call and see what I can do about getting the FOIAs and maybe shedding some light more to about this case if I can. Don't let me forget, chat. I know you want in the Discord. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Salute to all the members of the channel. I appreciate y'all members. Salute to the subscribers. Salute to all the people who hit the like button. Salute to the people in the bushes not saying a fucking thing. I love y'all too. Y'all have a beautiful night, man. It's Friday. It's beautiful here. 75 degrees. Oh, what a night. What a night.